Let's go to some domestic political issues and catch up with Susan McDonald, who is the Shadow Resources Minister, joining me live from Townsville in Queensland. Thanks for joining us, Susan. I want to get you first on energy and resources. And news today that the green as they get, green as Kermit the Frog, Chris Bowen, the Climate and Energy Minister, he's looking at rules and regulations that will allow state governments to force coal-fired generators to stay in the market. This bloke's all about getting rid of coal, but now he wants to make sure that they can keep them going if they need to and when they need to.
You seriously wonder if they've got any idea, any plan, any strategy. It's a real worry, Chris, because this is a government that has done their very best to cancel coal, to cancel gas, and now that consumers have the highest electricity costs, they're struggling to pay them, small businesses struggling to pay. Now they've decided, as we warned, as the coalition warned, that they would need to keep coal and gas in the market in order to keep the lights on and to avoid this energy crisis that's looming so quickly.
I still can't get my head around the simple fact, the clear fact in this country. I don't think enough people appreciate this or communicate it enough, and that is that we as taxpayers are and have been spending billions of dollars in subsidies constantly to renewables with the specific intention of forcing coal-fired power out of the system. But at the same time, largely through state governments, we're paying more hundreds of millions of dollars in subsidies to keep coal going because the stuff's forcing it out. It is literally insane.
You wouldn't read about it, would you? And the coalition has been the honest brokers in this the entire time. We have been warning that you do need coal, you do need gas, you do need nuclear, and possibly some renewables will be in that mix as well. But for Chris Bowen and the Labor government to have gone down this fantastical journey of renewables only has been disastrous. And let's hope that at the next election they're not talking about how they're going to reduce their electricity costs, because we know that is absolutely untrue. But as I said, the coalition has been the honest brokers in this space. We have said you will need firming baseload power, and coal and gas will do that right now.
So you've got the nuclear option coming. The coalition is promising this nuclear option. I've been arguing this for 10 years, so I'm not going to say it's a bad option. It's the option we need. But you've got to be honest with the Australian people, given the costings and all that. We're promised the costings by Christmas. You know, you've got less than 2 weeks to go. I'm on holidays in, I think, 45 minutes, not that I'm counting. I mean, come on, you've got to get this detail out now so people can look at it and make the judgment between the two plans.
Well, I think that I should say first that this is not my space. It's Ted O'Brien as the Shadow Minister and of course, the leader, Peter Dutton. But what I would say is that this has been the earliest that I can remember costings for an election commitment being made. The election's not even being called, and we will be releasing costings. So, you know, I think that it's just fabulous that we will be releasing costings so far in advance of the election. The Australian people will be able to compare that with the cost. Oh, no, they won't be able to compare that with the cost of the renewables only, because that has never been released. And instead, the government is taking taxpayer subsidies to pay for it. So
that is